This is a 2002 Rolls-Royce, and as you can see, it's been cared for pretty well for most of its life, but it is showing some signs of scratches, swirls, and a little bit of improper wash techniques. So today, I'm going to be giving it the VO7 treatment, starting off with a wash, then we're going to wax it, and lastly, we're going to finish off with a quick detail spray. Now over here, I've already got our 2 buckets set up, 2 dirt traps, and our VO7 soap. This is going to help emulsify anything that's on the surface by creating tons of lubricating bubbles that reduces scratching, while also enhancing the metallic flake in this paint job. So we're going to start by placing a dirt trap in each bucket, and we'll place them in at an angle. This is to reduce any air getting trapped underneath it, which reduces the sealing abilities. But as you ring your washman against that dirt trap, it's going to trap anything underneath the cones. This way you're keeping it off the vehicle. So I've got one for my wash and then one for our rinse. And while we're at it, we're going to set up our Torque snow foamer. We'll add an ounce of the V7 soap to it. And then we'll just reattach the top. And then while we're at it, we'll just go ahead and mix this back and forth to get the perfect wash solution. So now that this is all mixed together, I'm going to real quickly explain everything we're going to do today, just so you guys don't have to listen to me talk anymore. We're going to wash it using our V7 soap, using the 2 bucket method. We're going to foam it, but before we do that, we're going to jump on these wheels because, as I mentioned, there's brake dust, road grime, and previous dressings that are dulling out that white finish. So using some of our sticky citrus wheel gel, we'll spray it on the surface, and then using one of our blue stiffy brushes, we're going to scrub it all down, get back to that natural black tire. So let's get started. So we're moving right along with the V7 treatment on this Rolls-Royce. So we started off by washing with V7 soap to take care of any of that loose dirt and debris that was on the surface while enhancing the gloss. Then after we washed it, the paint felt pretty rough, so we gave it a clay bar treatment to remove any of the impurities before we moved on to our next step, which was polishing. Because this car, it shines beautifully now, but those minor scratches and swirls really take away from the overall look of the vehicle. So by refining the paintwork to reveal that fresh paint, gives it that eye-popping finish. Now we're going to move on to the protection stage of putting wax on there. So this is our brand new V7 wax, which is designed for any color vehicle to give it a high gloss shine as well as a durable protection. This car has a lot of metallic flake in there. This is going to help enhance that as well as protect it. Now, just like when we polished, we used our Torque 22D because this car has a large surface area. I'm going to be using it again to spread our wax. We'll just simply shake it up. And the reason why we're going to do it with our machine is because this is going to save us time, effort, as well as product, because as you spread it with a machine, it spreads it much finer and thinner than you could do by hand. And then we'll just buff it off after it's cured. So now we'll take it over to the car, and we're going to spread it out, blotch it out at first, and then our lowest speed setting, we'll spread it out over the entire vehicle. So after waiting about 15 minutes, the V7's cured to the surface. Now we're going to start buffing it off using one of our Happy Ending towels. Now the reason for this is because this is a super plush towel that'll pick up all that product without streaking or smearing. And since it has a laser cut edge, we're not going to install any new swirls or scratches. But we'll place it on the vehicle and then gently working back and forth, you see that thin coat comes off nice and easy. Using less product, saves time, effort, and money eventually. And now just work it all the way off the vehicle. You can see it's got this nice deep gloss, super slick surface. And this is going to help protect the vehicle against any kind of harmful UV rays, harsh elements, anything that can land on the surface and actually degrade the finish. And it's going to give it a nice gloss, deep glow. And one of the best parts is it smells great. So now this car has this nice fresh smell and this nice high shine. We're wrapping up the detail on this Rolls-Royce, going through our V7 treatment, starting off with the V7 wash that took care of anything that was on the surface without scratching. Then we clayed it, polished it, and then went on to our wax protection step using our new V7 Carnauba wax. And that gave it that high shine. You can see it's got this beautiful reflective surface. And now we're going to give it the last touch using our V7 Quick Detail Spray. Now this has a little bit of sealant in there which is going to help protect the paint, but it's also going to pick off any last residues, fingerprints, or dust that might have landed on the surface while we were detailing. So we're going to spray some right on the hood here. And then using our Happy Ending towel, this is going to pick up all this product without scratching. We'll just wipe in one direction, gently going down the hood here. And you can just see that beautiful blue reflective surface again, nice and clean, perfectly detailed, ready to be enjoyed outside in the elements or something like that. Well guys, there you have it. Now this Rolls-Royce is perfectly detailed. Now you can see it has beautiful blue reflective surface, nice and shiny, protected, waxed, everything that you need to keep your car looking its best. If you guys want to learn more with these products, go to our website, chemicalguys.com. If you like this car or this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next time right here in the Detail Garage. To the Opera, James.